It's Max Production, and today I am going to focus on 10 reasons why your AMAPIANO still sounds the same. Whether you have done something different but it always sounds the same. You know, I'm going to discuss what makes your piano sounds the same, even if someone hears it and they're like, bro, didn't you already make me here to listen to this? It's because, number one, wait, before we get into that, let me just get my my loop kit, you know. Let me just get my, I advise you to always use different scales, right? But someone can ask me, Max Production, what is a freaking scale? You're speaking now, you're acting like you're those professional guys, those, you know, engineers. Speak simple English for me. All right, let me take you to the process. Let me take you to the process so you can understand what is a scale. This thing, you see these white notes, these highlighted notes, that's what a scale is. So you come here, you come to view, and every song that you hear played, it's been played in a specific scale. That scale is the one that makes the song. But how do you form a scale? You need this thing called root note. You know the root note? You need to know that. And the second thing of all, you need to now choose, this is the scale. You see it's even written what? Scale. So after you choose your root note, the root note is what determines what scale you are in. You know, you got the root note, maybe it's C, maybe it's G. You know, those are all music theory that you need to know. After that, if you got that handled, then what you need to know as well is that you have to choose a scale. That's rule number one. Now, rule number two, let's say for example, I used this F sharp minor yesterday when I was making the piano. What do I need to do? If I want to make another scale, for example, if I was making a chord like this, let me just show you. If I was making a chord like this, if I made a chord like this, sounding like this, if I was making a chord sound like this, right, yesterday, what I need to do today is that I am not gonna start on this note. I'm not gonna start on the root note. You know, you can always start on the root note, but this time, if you use the root note yesterday, making another piano, what you need to do is start on a different note in the same scale. That's rule number two. Start on, are you getting it? So you're gonna do this. If you started on F, you're gonna go 5 steps down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right. And then now you're gonna start making chords from here. All right, you get what I'm saying? So you're gonna go 5 steps down on the root note and begin to make your chords. Then rule number 3, if you are making melodies, for example, you got a piano going on, you know, it's going well. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me just make a random bass here, and then you guys, you follow along. So I want to show you what I'm talking about, man, because some of you guys, your piano sounds the same. And not lie, I'm not disrespecting anybody. I want you to know what I'm talking about. Let's say for example, this is the piano that I'm going for, you know. Let's just, for argument's sake, that's what you had going on. And then now it's time to make the melody. And then this is what you are doing. Instead of making proper melodies, what you decide to do is that you're gonna just do something like this. First of all, this is not even in key. This is not even in key, bro. Like, it's not even in key. So even the listener himself be like, this is noise. You are just making noise. So what you need to identify in your sound is what you are doing wrong. Which notes are you placing that do not fit? You know, this note, it does not sound good. So what you do is move to the second one. Doesn't sound good. Move to the next one. Sounds better. So what I advise you, have this note playing like this and then do this. Don't just leave the notes playing like this. Add something in within. You can do this. Sounds good. If you wanted, you could change this sound actually and make it a flute or anything, and it will sound better, bro. Like I am telling you, there has not been a mistake that I've done with this kind of tricks and tips. Sometimes making piano, it needs tricks and tips. It does not need profession. You just need to know the tricks. melody we made, and it sounds like that. But now remember, I always said, you, if two notes are together, always use them. So for example, you already used that one yesterday. What you need to do now, remember you started here. So remember, if you started here, move 5 steps downward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Like that. Sounds better. If you are starting your piano, this is the most important one. When you start your piano, have a plan of where you are going, right? Let's say, for example, what do I mean like have a plan? I know, for example, I'm gonna have chords. After I have chords, I'm gonna have the pad playing with the log drum and some melody. After that, I'm gonna have a break where I'm gonna introduce another melody. That's what I mean, have a plan. Because some of you are making beats blind, you know. It's not, I'm not saying don't start making a beat. Sometimes you might not have any motivation or anything, but you need to at least have a bit of plan of like, I'm gonna do this in this, you know. That's what you do. And already before you even start, you gotta have like melodies playing in your head, you know. You don't just go in FL Studio and boom, start to make beats. No, bro, you're gonna waste your time. What you need to do is have a melody playing in your head already, or a bass line, something that is connected to piano. That's what you need to have. That's what you need to have. That's the 4th step. Now the 5th step, this one I cannot stress it that much. That's one, there is 2 scales. Those can help you play AMAPIANO. Those can make you make professional AMAPIANO. I'm talking about, don't worry, I am not a musician, I'm not a music engineer, I don't speak such language. I'm gonna show you what I mean by those scales. These are the ones you're gonna come to. They are right here, bro. Once you select your root note, all you have to do, so I'm in F sharp, right? I believe I'm in F sharp. Yeah, I'm in F sharp. So my root note will be what? F sharp here. And then what I need to choose, am I in a minor scale or major scale? So right now I'm in a what? I'm in a minor scale. So I'm gonna look for what? Minor pentatonic. But if I was in a major scale, I will choose major pentatonic. So listen to this. Now, once I got this, right? Once I have this, now all I have to do now, let me show you now. All I have to do, bro, it's not even work. It's not even work, bro. All I have to do, listen to this. You see, freestyle with your normal keyboard. I'm not talking about the MIDI keyboard. Use your computer keyboard, your laptop keyboard. That's the one I use. I showed people on how to freestyle on there. You can use that. Then the second scale, let's go to the second one, because it's either you use major pentatonic or minor pentatonic, or use what? Other blue. Now this is the other blue. This is the major one. You need to know, always use this one when you are making skija, because this is the thing that has jazz in it. Listen to this. You see, it has the jazz sound in it. So always use this one when you're making what? Skija. Now let's move to step number 5. So number 6, what you need to do when you're making AMAPIANO, have correct sounding. Sound selection is very important, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you and sit here and say, guys, no, sound selection is very important. What I mean by sound selection is meaning, you see this sound that I've selected here. That's my sound selection. What I mean, what you choose your proper sound selection and your piano will sound good. So you need to know what sound sounds good with what when you put them together. Me, I know if I play this sound and this bass and this pad, listen. It sounds good, I know. So now you also need to discover what sounds good with what sounds good with what. That is the homework I'm giving you. Now the second step, the 8th step, the 8th step is not even complicated. It's very simple. Very what? Simple. It is what I call the log drum effect. What do I mean by the log drum effect? You know, some of you just come to the log drum, right? You just come to this thing called log drum. You come to the log drum and you just choose log drum like this, and you leave everything blank. You don't do anything. You don't even you know, But the log drum effect, you need to know this. It is a must to know the log drum effect if you are making piano. What you need to do, this is the effect that you are using here. This is what changes the log drum. So you need to know what the decay does. You need to know what this does. You need to know all these knobs, what they do. If you want to be a professional log drummer, you know, a professional what? Log drummer. And another tip I want to give you for log drum, if you want to become a best log drummer, you have to use your hands. When you are at school, when you are in your business, wherever you are, you have to use your hands to make the log drum. What I mean by is that you can do like this. You know, you hear that sound? You have to use your hands, your fingers, you know, practicing every day where you are. I am telling you, it will never fail you. I know it might sound childish, you might not listen to me, but the more you practice with your hands, it actually develops into your head that this is what I want, this is what needs to be played here. I'm telling you, try it. And then we've got, I'm still on the log drum effect. So the log drum effect, you need to know what the decay does. If you don't know, there is a video I really explain this about the log drum. Just watch the video. It's on my channel. Yeah. And then yeah, we've got the log drum effect sorted. After the log drum is sorted, man, we're not actually done with the log drum, because you need to increase the volume here to 130 or 125, and then you send it to the mixer. After sending it to the mixer, what you need to do now is add fast distortion. You add this distortion, remove the threshold, and you know what else to do. Right there, your log drum will sound very powerful. You know, it will sound very what? Powerful. Listen to this. Very powerful. You know, that's what it will sound like. And then step number 9, what you need to fix now. With step number 9, you need to always, I'm not saying always do it, but a snare. A snare. Somebody might say, but what is a snare mix production? You are speaking now like a drummer. Max, what are you trying to tell us? That is a snare. That's what you need to use, man. If you're making skija, especially those of you who are interested in skija, man, I'm telling you, your piano doesn't sound good if there is no a snare, man. It needs to have a snare. Listen to all skija. I'm telling you, man, you're going to hear the snare playing there. And also, you need to be creative with percussion. What I mean by percussion, these are percussions. You need to be creative with them, man. You need to be creative, you know. And then I'm leaving the 10th step. Step number 10 is very important. I cannot stress this one less, but I need to stress it more. It's because you can make a powerful, nice piano. It sounds lovely, man. I know you play it on your headset and it sounds quality, but when you play it on a speaker or you play it somewhere, it sounds trash. It doesn't, the bass line doesn't hit correctly. Things are just fighting. You know, there is a secret, man. Just come here. Always remove this thing called fruity limiter, man. Change it to soft clipper. And what soft clipper does is that whatever you're going to play, it's never going to go above 0. So above 0, that's what the vocals are going to play on the beat, man. So those are the 10 steps to making proper AMAPIANO. I hope that helped you. I hope there is a change. I hope you understood. I hope how many hopes did I use? Probably 4. Yeah, man. I hope you got something from this tutorial. Max Production out.